Hello friends, how you doing? Day 684. Hope you're doing amazing on this beautiful Sunday night. That is getting dark very quickly nowadays. Wow, it's like 6:25 and sun is basically already starting to set. But I wanted to come in today and just talk about optimism and pessimism. Okay, so I guess to clarify, optimism is looking at things in a positive way or light, and pessimism is looking at things in negative. And so I was reading this, I don't know, article or whatever, and listening to a couple talks. But a couple things that stood out to me was number one, optimists, they typically think they do better than they actually do when it comes to doing a task or a test or what have you. And pessimists, they typically are more realistic. So, if they look at a certain subject, they are more, if you will, in a way, accurate, if you will, and realistic into when it comes to the certain topic. However, it also showed that because they're more realistic, pessimists, they typically don't try their best or try when things don't seem as promising or have as potential. And optimists, because they think they do better than they did, they think, oh, next time I'll probably just do just as good or better. Why not? Why wouldn't I? Because, I guess it's a little bit warped view, if you will. However, what interesting stat that I read was that optimists typically create 4 to 5 times as much output as pessimists. I was like, wow, that's a huge discrepancy. And so I thought it was very interesting. And so I looked up a little bit as well about what percentage of people are actually optimistic and what percentage are pessimistic. And there wasn't actually an actual percentage, or I couldn't find it anyways. And however, I did find something that was interesting as well, was that we are typically actually optimistic when it comes to ourselves, and we are typically pessimistic when it comes to looking at bigger issues, the world, the nation. And another key factor is actually knowledge. Knowledge is actually very important in terms of determining whether we are optimistic or pessimistic on a certain topic or subject. And there was an example on, world hunger, right? Poverty. Are you optimistic about it? Are you pessimistic about it? And whatever the percentage was, I forget the percentage. They also asked, later on they said, oh, did you actually know that the world, what is it, child mortality rate in poor countries is actually decreasing? And when I read that, I'm like, yay, that's a great thing, right? However, a lot of people, because of the limited knowledge that they have, they actually were quite pessimistic in terms of ending world hunger or poverty in that respect, with that topic. And so there's obviously there's a number of factors, but why do I talk about this? My talk about this is to ask you: are you optimistic or are you pessimistic when you look at certain things, and why? And also, does it serve you? Okay, obviously there's at times that we need to be realistic, right? You can't be optimistic about everything and thinking everything's gonna turn out, hunky-dory, dandy. I think there's always times there's always times when looking at something with an optimistic lens will definitely benefit you, and looking at something with a more realistic lens will benefit you. It really depends on the topic and the situation and the circumstance, I believe. But those were just some of the stats that I saw, and I just thought I'd share with you. In general, I'm quite optimistic, just in life and trying things and whatever new. That's why I do things. That's why I try things. I guess in my warped brain, I do better than I thought I did. However, when it comes to me focus on growing and becoming better, I have a more pessimistic or realistic view, if you will. And I'm very hard on myself, and I question and reflect, okay, what did I do? What can I do better? What I do not as good? And so that way, it helps benefit me the most when I'm actually trying to improve in a certain area. Because I don't want to be lying to myself. I don't want to be thinking, oh, I'm the best. Oh, I'm amazing at this. No. I want to continually improve, and so I have to have that that perspective to be able to help serve me. All right, friends, that's all I want to share today. Hope you're doing amazing. I'll talk to you soon.